Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And today's video, I'm going to be giving you an update and some alpha on the Change 360 project. And I am thinking about doing this weekly, so let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see weekly updates on this. I'm trying something new that I don't see in the space, and it's something that's always rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not big on this whole keep things a secret and keep people away from the development. Like, I don't really understand what that does. To me, it just leads literally to uncertainty, the actual piece of FUD that everybody falls into when you don't know what your development team is doing. So my goal is to be transparent and have integrity. I told you that's one of the core values I got from the military and I'm implementing into this project. So by giving you weekly updates, letting you know what's happening and being transparent about all the things going on, you feel more connected to the project and maybe more invested as a viewer and potentially maybe even a participant when we launch the platform. So let me know if that's something that you would be interested in, and I will keep doing this. But regardless, I'm going to do it anyway because it's just content for my channel. So, but I'd like to hear your feedback. I've always, not always, but since I came out here into Cambodia, I've adopted this moniker that I call collaboration over competition. So I believe in actually sharing ideas. Even Elon Musk talked about this with making his stuff open source so that people could use it. And then that leads to more innovation. And if you're just one of those people that are worried about someone stealing your idea, then newsflash, your idea sucks. Because one of my mentors says there's always room for the best. So if you have to keep your cards close to your chest because you're afraid somebody will steal it, then it's just not good enough and you can't operate without that small edge of secrecy. So I'm just going to be transparent, telling you guys exactly what I'm doing and showing you all the stuff as I go about it. And if somebody else comes in and innovates and does this exact same thing, great. That just means I need to pick up my game and step forward and do more, and then I can learn from them. So that's just the way I approach it. Don't know if it's going to be right or wrong, but that's how I'm going about it. So that being said, the alpha for today I'm going to get into is to show you actually what the initial product will look like, kind of what we're going for and what you're going to get from this in its initial stages, and then show you how this is part of the building blocks of the longer term goal, which I teased or mentioned in the previous video. That was the overview where I mentioned a true proof of work blockchain. So before we get into that, got to talk about the actual way we're going about this. So we're using Sidekick Finance. They are the ones that actually show also the DEX, native DEX buys and sells. And they are a independent, decentralized crowdfunding NFT platform. So you can basically raise funds like Kickstarter or GoFundMe, and then you use NFTs that are all written into the contract to allocate that capital basically towards the different tiers of people. So I have set a goal of 20,000 BUSD, not set completely in stone, but I'm looking at a low amount. So I'm not trying to generate that much capital. Technically, we can bootstrap this, but this would allow us to start the reward and referral wallets, as well as build into phase 2 development as we scale. So this is just a teaser. It's not live yet. There will definitely be an actual announcement and all that stuff, and I'll be doing some marketing for this. But I just wanted to let you guys know, again, showing you behind the scenes. So this is so far what I have. This video is actually the same video that I just released that gives you the overview. This is an idea or a theory that I have for the NFT battle game. These are actual AI created characters that are meant to be AI cybernetically enhanced athletes, so to speak. So I have this NFT battle card game in like phase 3, maybe 4, I'm not sure. And playing with characters. So I'm just showing you guys that as a teaser. This is literally like an Easter egg. And this is some kind of dystopian kind of background that we'll be looking to create within this space, however this will develop. So that's further down the roadmap. I'll show you exactly what's in the short term coming up. So in here, we have the details, and what's currently being worked on is the actual NFT. So these designs are these are just pictures that I put out here. The NFT design will be this 3D art that Lasandro from the Drip Reservoir chat is designing. He is our graphics artist, and the prices will stay the same. So it's like 100, 500, and 3,000. And I'm sorry, 2,500. And basically you get different allocations of the actual platform fee. So literally it's like a VC, venture capitalist. So with your $100, you're going to get paid out 5% of the crowdfunding wallet for 12 months. And with the Trailblazer $500 investment, you'll get 15% of the crowdfunding wallet for 18 months. And with this one, this needs to change now to 2,500. You'll get 30% for 2 years. So people investing in this, it's in your best interest to help see the success of the platform by sharing and things of that nature. Doesn't mean you have to actually buy the product. You can be completely against health and fitness and don't want to exercise at all. But if you're going to participate in this kind of NFT funding round, it's best that you have some level of willingness to share the platform, because your ability to get your money back is based directly on the amount of people that start to utilize the platform. So remember, we're selling an actual product and service. So it's no different than if you opened up an actual store or even a gym, so to speak, and you refer your friends to go to that gym. So you don't have to go to that gym, but you can send people to that gym, and then the gym is going to give you a part of that revenue. So this is open for anyone. You don't have to do that, but clearly it's incentivized for people that want to put in the legwork and help see the platform grow, because the more that we generate, the more you're going to get kicked back. And this carries on for an entire year, year and a half, or 2 years. So keep that in mind. So next up on the alpha list is what initial product, or what am I trying to get out? So what I told the team is we want a minimal viable product. I'm not trying to build this whole thing. I actually just need something that I can test the concept with and then iterate on top of that. So the very first product is basically kind of some nutrition, meal planning output. So what I mean by that, as a personal trainer and a nutrition coach, one of the first things, the actual first thing I ask people when they come to me is like, what is their goal, right? And that helps me determine what type of training they want. Like if they're trying to improve their vertical or get more agile for football or whatever, that's a different training plan than someone who just wants to feel better, move more, get more mobility, or someone that wants to actually get slim, build a six-pack, whatever, right? So the goal will dictate the type of training and the output, right? So that makes perfect sense. And once I have the goal, I have to also ask some very generic, basic questions, but that determines, again, more of the specific training. So what this AI we're going to be using is very similar to what I do as a coach, but it does the legwork. So I usually ask these initial questions, or actually put this as part of a questionnaire or screener. And if you get a personal trainer and they don't ask you these things, go the other direction, because they cannot give you a program without this basic information. So need to know the gender, their age, their height, their weight, their current fitness level. So these are going to be like multiple choice questions. So this data right here that you're seeing is what you as the user would see on our platform that it would ask you to enter, and it'd be just collecting this basic data, right? So your fitness level based on like what you currently do, fitness wise, or elite, trained, professional, inexperienced, casual, and then your goal, like I just mentioned. So what is your current training goal? Do you want to actually lose fat? Do you want to build muscle? Do you want to have more endurance? Just general wellness? So it's going to be focused on these areas in the beginning, keeping it simple. Again, a minimal viable product. And also, how much current exercise do you do? Nothing, a little bit, strenuous, whatever. And then outside of that, how much daily activity do you get? So for example, in Cambodia, there's a lot of walking around, and in European countries as well. And, traditional Western jobs, so you might just have a sit office job, right? So from that data, I will be able to build a simple kind of response from that. So what will happen is you will give me that information, or you will plug that into the actual AI, this Change 360 coach. And then from there, it's going to basically create this kind of profile you see here, right? So this is the answers that was generated. So this person is a female, 23 years old, 155 cm, 145 kg. It's pretty heavy. Experience, comfortable, wants to lose weight, 1 to 3 hours of exercise, blah, 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 strenuous activity throughout the day. She's a construction worker, right? So from that, I can generate the initial part of the product that we're going to provide. So I'll let you see what that looks like. So here is what the AI would give back in our app. So it says, as a world-class nutrition, health, and dietitian expert known as Change 360, I am thrilled to be working with you to achieve your health and fitness goals based on your data. Your main goal is to lose at least 10 pounds or 4.5 kgs of fat while maintaining a sustainable and healthy diet. To begin, I've calculated your basal metabolic rate and resting metabolic rate. BMR is the minimum number of calories required to sustain life while at rest, while RMR is the number of calories required for your body to perform basic functions. Based on your data, your BMR is approximately 1,670 calories, and your RMR is approximately 2,016. Additionally, taking into account your daily activities and light exercise, I have estimated that you burn approximately 2,937 calories per day. To achieve your weight loss goal, you will need to consume fewer calories in your daily calorie expenditure. Based on your data, I recommend a daily intake of 1,700 to 1,800 calories per day spread over 4 to 5 meals to ensure that you meet your nutritional needs while staying within your caloric limit. To create a personalized nutrition program that best suits your needs and preferences, I'd like to know more about your dietary preferences and how many meals you would like to consume per day. This will help me to create a detailed meal plan that will help you achieve your weight loss goals quickly and sustainably. So this will be the first response that somebody would get. And this will be in we haven't figured out the format yet. I want to make it somewhat kind of nice, not just like this, but this is just to show you initially what we're working at and what the AI can do. So you see they plugged in just some initial values and then it does the rest. Then you would have another input field to create the personalized meal plan. So after this, then the person would actually input these additional questions. That is the nutrition side. So what is your current diet like? And then they could select from a list of diets, current trending diets or popular diets, or even nothing at all. Then any dietary restrictions, some options here like autoimmune disease, nut-free, soy, low carb, low fat. Then also how many meals and snacks they have per day. And then these are questions you'll actually type in and fill in. So these over here are like multiple choice, but this is where you could actually get specific. It's like, yeah, my favorite food is pizza, or I like to eat walnuts as a snack or yogurt. Are there any foods or snacks you're trying to avoid, reduce, or eliminate? Yeah, I'm trying to stop eating or drinking Monster energy drinks once per day. Any additional allergies. So you can be specific in here and add things exactly tailored to you. And then the AI will again create the output. So let's take a look at that. So here is the data that our made up person is going to input. It's going to be their current diet is eat anything / semi-balanced, home cooked 80%, fast food 20%. Their dietary restrictions are nut free. They prefer 2 to 4 meals / snacks per day. They like to eat some sort of sandwich for lunch every day. They hate tuna, fish, and cucumbers, and they're trying to avoid eating chocolate and cookies, and they're allergic to shellfish and rice. So we will plug this back into our AI, and then I'll show you guys what the response looks like. So what you're going to get after you input that data is going to be a 1-day meal plan and a recipe, as well as your calories and macros, and even some restaurant menu items that you could choose from for on the go. So remember what we put in, the allergies, what was it? Current diet, nut-free, 2 to 4 meals, snacks, some sort of sandwich for lunch, and they hate tuna, cucumbers, and they don't want to eat, they're allergic to rice and shellfish, and don't want to eat chocolate and cookies. So they give this breakfast, eggs, toast, I'm not gonna read all that, 321 calories, snack, banana with peanut butter, another 133 calories. Here's the sandwich. It literally took that into consideration, turkey and cheese, and 506 calories. Then another snack, another dinner, and it adds all that up to 1,553 calories. So it is less than what it recommended for you to lose weight. So that would definitely work. And then it gives you a recipe based off of one of those meals, short, simple recipe. And then it will summarize the grocery list that you will need for these items. If you wanted to actually follow this and duplicate this and do it, for more than one meal, you can just multiply these items. And then lastly, it gives you what the hypothetical cost would be. This is again based on the United States and even the restaurant menu items. I know people in my comments, you're in other countries, but this is the data that the AI has available that's easier to factor in. So as we scale and get access to all that stuff, we can definitely change these. But for right now, it's just a cool feature to add in to help people kind of move forward on this. So it would recommend these as some substitute items at restaurant chains based on, again, the goals, right? So you can take this kind of as our initial product. The minimal viable products is what we'll be looking to offer, so to speak. And yeah, I want to know from you guys what you think about this so far. What ideas you would have for an output of what you would like to see this look like. What ideas or opinions or suggestions you have if you think it can be improved or doesn't offer any value. What the price would be, you think, for something like this. Clearly, again, this is just phase one. And in order to have people come back to the platform, we'll be adding other things. I'll show that in future videos, but this would be like the initial one thing that we can offer right out the gate and be able to offer some value, and most importantly, get feedback. I showed you guys in the previous video that AI is all about gathering data and then iterating on itself to improve itself. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this. So being able to get this data from you all and then improve the AI so that it gives better responses based off of the types of foods and, you know, activity and all this stuff. But so it's just like I mentioned before, this is a product and it may not be exactly what you want, but there's no Ponzi-nomics. So it's no different than if you buy something from a store and you're not happy with it, then you get to leave a review and we take that feedback to make the product better. But there's no speculative trading or token Ponzi-nomics or anything. But what this does allow me to do is, like I said, iterate, and this will help me show you where I plan to go with the actual platform. So this video is already long enough, so I'm not going to give you the details on the entire roadmap. But as I mentioned, AI builds and iterates upon itself to get better. So this is literally just one piece for me to start capturing an audience, get feedback, build on top of it, and finally lead towards that long-term goal of a real proof of work blockchain, right? So here's the literal AI building block steps that I have in my head. First, provide a product or service. That's what this is. From that, I get a group of people who support it and offer me feedback to improve said product or service, right? Then I can offer additional services and scale and implement the points of feedback. So some of the stuff on the roadmap that I haven't mentioned already will be different, you know, levels for meal planning services, actual training routines, actual feedback on the habit coaching side. So meal prep availability. So all stuff that a coach would actually offer, the AI can walk you through step by step as you start to implement the meal plans, you implement the exercise plan and things of that nature. It can actually offer this as a service. So these are things that I can add in as we build. And because of that, I can then take that model, and what I will do is I will actually start allocating points. So it's already mentioned in one of my other videos. So instead of using tokens, I'm going to be using points to allocate to people that exhibit positive behavior on the platform. Positive behavior meaning they purchased a product. They also gave me feedback. They've come back to the platform. They've referred a friend. These kinds of things are what people would call in marketing your screaming fans, or people that support you and they're using your product or service and they're helping you to improve it. So instead of me going into a token model, I'm going to use that instead to incentivize that behavior with the points. The points will be awarded and utilized for initially the raffle drawing. So you actually get paid back for those points. You'll be able to invest those, kind of like the ticket model that's coming out for Drip Drop Draw, but specifically on our platform. You'll also be used for the gamification side as we scale into different areas of the platform, creating nicknames, creating team names, things of that nature. Then from those points, I will then be able to see what types of behavior and people on the platform have positive traits. Then I can create a token with liquidity that's provided from the platform and then airdrop those based off of the positive point behavior. So if you've been around long enough, you'll know how ENS rolled this out. They basically they gave out tokens to people that had purchased the blockchain domain names, and it was based on the longevity and how long you had extended it for and all this stuff, but nobody knew. So it was a true airdrop, true governance token, and it's not labeled a SEC security because of that, or it shouldn't be. But that's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking at the positive behavior, analyzing all that, and then based off of some kind of calculation, I'll determine who will get these tokens. And these tokens will have governance as well as allow you to earn the actual rewards on the platform, and they will be used in the NFT battle game, right? So this battle game that I actually really want to do, the actual exercise to earn sort of thing, the tokens will be utilized within that actual aspect as part of the in-game economy. So you're getting these tokens that actually have liquidity and value, and you can choose to sell them, or you'll be able to use them and increase your area within the platform and stuff like that. And then that's where the fitness trackers will come in as well. So what I'll be able to do from that next step is I'll be able to see people who have utilized the token, reinvested it into the gaming and built out their avatar in the game, play the game, all this kind of stuff, find out how much tokens are being allocated and generated. So all these things I'll be able to overlap along with the fitness tracking data to find some level of consistency for exercise and positive behavior with like steps and calories. And that will set the actual precedence for the validator governance of the proof of work blockchain that I want to create. So before it goes straight to fitness trackers mining the crypto, I'll be using more of a validation side. And I got my validators from all these steps I did up here. So this can be years down the road. But if you've been supporting a platform for 3, 4, 5 years, and I have your consistent exercise history and all this stuff like that, I know how many calories a person of your age or weight expends, then I can use that as the validation for when we actually move forward and make this something that is actually scalable and supports other people that didn't do all of this, right? So that's just to give you a sneak peek behind the scenes of how my brain is operating and working on this, and how I'm going to be iterating using the AI model to actually create the solutions step by step. So this is not a knock it out the park, right out the gate kind of platform, but you see what I'm trying to build and how it will scale. And people that align with that vision and mission, they'll get behind the platform, you know, and then they'll ride this out. And again, like I mentioned before, they will be the ones that actually earn life-changing gains as a tech company / health and fitness company scales. And that is how I believe I can actually empower the impoverished, because there's no Ponzi-nomics, there's true value, and people are actually getting some level of service and support out of this platform. So that was a lot. I appreciate each one of you that stuck around in this video, and I'll be dropping more alpha. So this is only for those of you that watch this kind of content and hang out for the whole thing. So you will know you are probably my true screaming fans. So I appreciate that. And you know the rest of this. Smash that HBO special, brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.